Hello, my lovely viewers. Happy Mother's Day to every one of you. It's on the 15th of May 2018, and I want to say a hilarious Mother's Day to all mothers in this world. I know UK and some parts of the world has already celebrated their Mother's Day, but in most of the countries today is the Mother's Day. So a big Mother's Day to every one of you. There's this issue that I've been thinking about, and it's a bit of concern. I want to bring to our notice and see if we can do something about it together. I have noticed that Mother's Day is being celebrated like everybody is into it, but Father's Day doesn't receive that kind of welcome. So and I've been thinking about some few things. What is making it look like that? On Mother's Day, all the men are, saying nice things to their mothers and all that. It feels good, but they don't receive the same thing like the Father's Day. The men, our fathers, and then our boy men who are now fathers are not receiving the same kind of welcome. And I want to bring something to actually our notice. How do we groom our boy men? I guess that is where the problem is coming from. Most of our boy men have failed. They have failed to be fathers. They have failed to be that kind of father that are supposed to be there for their children and their families. What is making their mother special? It's not all about going to the labor world and then pushing and pushing and pushing, but the real thing is when a child is brought onto the world. What kind of contributions, what kind of impacts do you make on the child's life? So if we, the mothers, we are doing our parts, I don't say mothers haven't done their best in the past, but they have done so much of it. I think most of the concentration were on the girl child, but leaving most of the boy child, leaving most of the boy, what they really have to impact, or for the boy child to embrace what will happen to them in future, so that they'll be well prepared to, face it as fathers. So you can see that the boy child, most of them are failing and most of them are running away. In Europe, it's worse off, it's bad, and the men in Africa is so bad. The men are not ready to get on to do what they are supposed to do. They are not up to the task, and living, when it happens like that, they leave the woman to, struggle and then go through all the pain. So far as you have brought somebody into this world, you have accepted the person to be your child, you have to be there for the person, nurture the person, so that the person will be ready to face the future. So the mothers, I also think the mothers have failed in a certain way. We have pampered our boy men so much. Our boy men should be taught how to treat women, how to keep their family together. Our boy child we should teach them how to become good fathers in future, and it all starts from their childhood. In as much as they come to celebrate us and all those things, we should also prepare them to face the future, so that they'll become better men, better husbands, better fathers to their children. So I feel I should task every woman, every young woman, anybody who is bringing up a boy child, to rise up to a certain standard. They should put some kind of teach them social ethics. Their social ethics should be matched. The how to keep a home, how to keep a family, the culture ethics. We should inculcate all those things into our boy child. We shouldn't leave them that they will sort it out. They are failing. Most of them are failing. and it's becoming an epidemic. You know, the men are running away from their responsibilities and their duties, and and it's very bad. That is why most men are not being celebrated, because they are not there. The hard time, the woman will have to go through all the pain, all the stress, and only for the man to show up at the last minute. And then they want to be celebrated, which of course is not going down well with people. That is why they are not celebrating them. So the men should rise up. Our boy child, we the women, we should try and then bring them up to meet all those, those responsible. We should groom them. We actually groom them to meet those kind of tasks that will be coming in future. Just as we do for the girl child, we should prepare their mind. We should tell them what they are supposed to do as men. We should teach them how to love their wives in future. We should teach them how to respond to certain family issues that may rise up, conflicts in marriages, conflicts in building families. We should try and then groom them to meet all those shocks when they come in future, so that they'll be able to handle them. This is a very short videos for every mother. This is Mother's Day. I want to say happy Mother's Day to everyone once again. Let's come together and then prepare our boy child towards the future. Thank you very much. Bye bye.